everything brand new. I don't handcuff, you can get the whole damn crew. Beamer, Benz, Bentley. My jeans are never in. Beamer, Benz, Bentley. Beamer, Benz, Bentley. Beamer, Benz, Bentley.
All right, it's Saturday morning, super early, 7:20. I'll start the timeline. 2 weeks ago today, almost 2 weeks to an hour and 20 minutes from now would be 2 weeks exactly. My GTR got hit by a Jeep. That video's, you obviously have all seen that. Most of you have seen that. Whatever, it's up there 2 weeks ago. Instantly called insurance. If you look back, I had a video with Geico because I had heard they were denying people's claims and dropping them. So look way back for that. That's like 4, 5, 6 months ago. I don't know. They assured me I was insured in that video, and then weeks later or months later, I get hit. So I make the claim. It was clearly the other driver's fault. I got confirmation of that. So basically, I went through my insurance, and then they go after his insurance. That's just how it works. So when dealing with my insurance, the first week, nothing really happened. I talked to the adjuster a few times. He came out. It happened Saturday. He came out on Tuesday or Wednesday, checked out the car, and instantly, like, I don't know. I don't want to like talk shit. He didn't really like go over it that thoroughly. He just said, "This is a discretionary total loss. I choose blah blah blah." Cool. So then it was a waiting game. I got 2 offers. They were low. I think I've mentioned them, but I'm not going to mention them until after I meet up with them today. The buyback on my car was 46 and change, 4,600 and change. The valuation company was the one that was coming back low. So after the first 2, he's like, submit some receipts to me and we'll see if we can get the price higher. Call HP. I'm like, hey guys, remember me? You did that work on the GTR. That video's on here. Can I have a receipt for everything? It was all legit. They did it. It's all on video. So they sent me a receipt. I sent it over to him. He's like, what do you want? I'm like, well, if my car's around $5 grand to buy back, I want $29,000. I want 30 grand. I want $29,000. I want to walk away with $24,000 in my pocket, and I want to keep my GTR because I have $25,000 into the car. So that was on Monday. I got a call last night. They came to a number, and right now at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, MVP over here, the guy, he's meeting up with me and giving me a check. So I'm gonna go do that, and we'll talk about the final numbers. So I'm at some random body shop. I had to meet up with Geico. I'll just tell you straight up right now, I just got paid after my deductible, which is low, and after the buyback of the car, I walked away with $23,816. So basically, they valued my car at $29,066. Word of advice: don't accept their first offer. It's not like they're trying to screw you. They don't know. The adjuster doesn't know anything because they go through that third-party valuation company. So when the valuation company tells them, he just relays the message. You don't have to accept it as proof here. So the first offer was $21,900. Had I taken that, that would have been $21,900, and they would have taken my car. Second offer was it was like $24,000, but that's still, I think it was $23,000. That's still with them taking my car. So I said, listen, I gotta be at $24,000 and I keep my car because my car's worth $20,000. I think my car's worth $28,000, just base without the mods. So I walked away with $24,000 basically, $200 short of $24,000, and I had to keep my car. Just so everyone out there knows, people have asked, I paid $17,500 for my car, but the market has drastically changed since January of last year when I bought my car. My car was also a pretty weird circumstance because it was someone that was in the Navy, purchased it in Japan for very cheap, had it shipped here for free, so there's no overhead costs. Like an importer gets one, especially back then, they would have probably paid $14,000 for it, let's say. Then they would have just paid to ship it and do all that, and then they would have wanted to make their profit. Back then, my car would have been worth, from an importer, $22,000 to $24,000. just so they can get their profit and everything works out. The car I'm getting from HP, they have it listed at 28. So it's a very comparable car to mine, 80,000 miles, all that stuff. I'm getting a little better deal. HP's hooking me up. As you guys know, we work together. But $28,000 is what the new one's worth. So now when I go insure the new one, I have to get stated value, which means when I go in there, I have to say, okay, my car cost me 28 because that's what HP would have charged. My mods are X amount. I have to come up with a stated value, so I say, okay, my car's insured for 50 grand. Then, if something like this ever happens again, there's no valuation. They don't care if I'm insuring a paperclip or a fucking Ferrari. I pay on the dollar amount. So let's say every $10,000, $100 a month, something like that. I don't know what it is. It's not that much, but they limit your mileage. So that's whatever. I don't drive the car that often, but so I'm gonna get a stated value policy for 50, 60 grand, whatever it is, because those cars are going to continue to rise, and I have to be on the forefront of that, because if I get a stated value for 40, but when I crash my car in 3 years from now they're worth 60, I'm shooting myself in the dick. So you have to stay on top of that, especially with these classic cars. I got lucky here with Geico. I love Geico. They killed it. They did an amazing job, and now they're going to go after the other guy's insurance and get their money back, and I'm going to get my deductible back, which was like $300. So that's it. This deal is closed. Now it's time to get the new GTR, move on, and I get to keep my GTR. So I want to part my GTR out. I've got someone who wants quite a few of the parts that is pretty close to me, and I got to take some of the parts because I'm putting them, I'm putting the engine and stuff in the black one. I'm gonna do some upgrades first, but all that shit from the gray one's going into the new one, and that's it. So I don't know if you guys learned anything from this. I'm glad I learned a lot from this, and I luckily came out on top rather than the bottom. And now I've got to go get the surprise for the slick top. Hopefully that's in this video. All right, so going to New York City, there's like this Ferrari anniversary thing going on, and I need to go to Newark anyway to pick stuff up from that powder coater. So I want to make a day out of it down in New York. It's nice enough, and I want to see some Ferrari. So we're gonna rip down there, see what's cool, and then finally you'll get to see the surprise for the slick top. These places are so narrow, it's so sketchy. How much is it for 2 hours? Sick. Hooking it up today, huh? So you just take it right here, or where do I go? Sure. 1 minute past 2 hours? How much is 3 hours?
3 to 10, it will be $63.
Oh, I don't care. No idea what you're saying. The big money.
Hey, you gotta wash. Gotta wash.
No.
Detail.
It's clean enough for me. We're on foot now. We have to walk like a quarter mile and look for Ferraris. Really? Cool. Terrible interior color. I don't like the interior of this one too much either. This looks sick. Excuse us. Check out the security group guarding these cars. Dare me to hop in the Formula 1 car? Put in the comments if I should have hopped in the Formula 1 car.
Now that's a modern day F1.
Photos. Just found location 2. Shout out to Jalopnik for putting the addresses. But I don't know, it looks like it's just like 2 or 3 cars, and then you have to walk a bunch. Really not stoked on this event. I want to see somebody rip one down the road. Dude, I love the FF. All-wheel drive.
I wanted something like that.
So sick. This is like the Ferrari. You have to do.
There's no videos inside the store. Just
Oh. No videos inside the store. I know. I want this.
The biggest you got.
I'll show you. Take a t-shirt and I'll show you the double XL.
Doesn't say.
Just have the basic, boring red t-shirt.
Dude, just get a cup. Feel the weight on this thing. Is that made of porcelain? Oh, there's more. I see more.
I think Lamborghinis like have better, like they have better specs. Ferraris are sexier.
This is so nice. I want this. Why don't I own this? This is all I care about seeing. That's so nice. I think you're right. Look at the brakes. So LaFerrari concluded my trip to New York City. Now we're going to the powder coater. Right over here. Somebody's getting married in the middle of the street. It's not annoying. On the streets. Rev it up. Come on, give me a little rev.
The destination is on your right. 27 Labella Court. Arrived.
Just picked up the wheels, they're behind me. Quick shot, quick shot, quick shot. And actually, I'll just show you. They're going on the slick top. They were done in cloud white. They're Apex ARC8s, same specs as the Cosmos. No offense to Cosmos or anything. I just wasn't into the wheels. We got to drive back from New Jersey. And in the next video, I'm gonna mount the tires, mount them on the car, and we're gonna shoot like a little promo with Divine. I'm gonna drive it, and Lime Rock gave us a day, so you're gonna see the slick top on the track. All right, so we just got back. I had to show it. I'm a little bummed, but there's nothing I can do about it. These wheels that are on the car are a little bluer than the white. These wheels are a little yellower than the white, so it's definitely worse on camera than it is in real life. Like I can see that right now. These look cream colored, but they're not as bad as like my championship white TEs, which are really cream color. So it sucks, but these wheels are gonna look cooler if they're lighter. There's no way to match that without having the car there, and I just couldn't do it. So I'll have these mounted tomorrow, and I'll be able to show the difference. And that's the real end of the vlog. So see you tomorrow.